on the ground. It's Pierce to begin the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Big Lion.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Got his man, Dell. And he is going to have the Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The Texans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street. Ready.
Pierce now up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Go, Reed, go.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Go, check.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Panther Street.
In motion right, that's Dell. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Check smash.
They go again with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You look at this Buffalo defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Dell. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Allen. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. But when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, smash Bronco! Ready?
On second down, here's Pierce. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Third. Right there, right.
Another carry for Pierce, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Big Lion.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
Throw caught by Flowers. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Cup 19. Warrior 70. Check, smash.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Go, check. Go, check. Go.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bills.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 44-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he, of course, a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Pierce.
And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, hurt.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Give to Pierce.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10.
Allen to throw once more. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Tyreek Hill from 13 yards out.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Texans 10. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Now Stroud.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Dragon 60. Hey, smash Bronco. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Here's Pierce.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
3rd and 6.
Now a 3rd and 6.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Stroud.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, Allen.
And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Allen going to audible to a different look.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. Touchdown, Bills. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Hey, check that. Street. 60 Eagles. Ready, right?
They'll run. This is Pierce. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Panther 11. Go, Riggs, go.
Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Let's go now. Go check. Ready?
They'll run it here with Pierce.
And a pretty quick burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Check mash. Go.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Tag, check, hurt, hurt. Ready.
And they'll run with Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Street, street.
Stroud completes this out wide.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Got it, ready.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On the carry, this is Pierce. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Pierce, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Here we go. Here
Another
we go.
shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hurt, hurt.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Damian Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, check that, street, street. Go.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
To the air, Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Rolling to his right. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break in the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
56, 56. Half a five, half a five.
Here's Allen to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Well, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Bills will add to their 4th quarter lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 48, Texans 18. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So Allen's going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Freeman. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Here's 3rd and 6.
To throw is Allen. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The kick by Bass is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Stroud to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Stroud.
At the 26-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down.
Go, Reed, go.
Here's Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a gain of 8.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
He'll buy some time right. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle Well, the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
39, Texans 25. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves was in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. Get to it, like that, like.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Guess I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Guess I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. Only jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Let them might blast, stretch my bands. Plus when I stop at my cousin, my fans. Plus like brush like plus, I got them up. Plus size Panamera truck, I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like Chex Mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face, your chain is
Guess
a
I'm
necklace.
go that, go that, go that, go that.